Well, welcome back to the glorious city of Raptoria. Good to see you all here again, and welcome to Farthest Frontier. Thanks again for subscribing to the channel, smashing like, and hanging out as we continue thriving and vibing in this awesome city builder survival game. Looks like we got ourselves a couple of wolves over here. Whoa, 3 of them. Wow, we got wolf cubs coming in too. Jeez. And we got 8 people wanting to move into the city. Come on in then. Alright, keep on trucking, boys. Is that the same predator? Yeah. Wow. Alright, we better build a defensive tower over here, too. But we're going to have to get some stone before we do that. Looks like some people are bringing in stone. They're just, yeah, they're picking it up. It's coming on in, and we should be all good. All other resources in the city are fairly good, I would say. Except for, of course, food, which is a constant battle in a game like this. Luckily, there's a bunch of food right there from the unfortunate oopsies that the wolves gave us. But anyway, let's take a look at a few things here. Yeah, we got some pesky animals still eating our crops and whatnot. But again, that's always going to be a constant as we continue to make more barrels and eventually unlock the preservist and a few other things to make more and more food. Let's go for the least fertile area over there. Good. All right, the arborist is looking good. Defensive tower looking good. Let's see. We should probably put another hunter around here, huh? Can't believe we got so many animals that coming on in still, even to this day. Let's put our hunting area here, over the fields, and then let's put a another one over the fields too for protection. If they're breaking in order to eat a couple of crops, I don't mind that, because then of course we get meat, which is great for our year-long survival. Oh wow, we have 478 meat actually. Wow, a lot of that's going to go bad. We better increase the amount of smoking that we do them. And it looks like, of course, wolves spotted again as we continue to explore. Oh, yeah. All right, well, let's make a smokehouse then, somewhere nearby the southern section. And we'll try to continue to increase the number of smokehouses then, to increase the longevity of food in and around the city. Let's see, we could probably build another one up here. We're not building another one, so let's build another one up here. In the new area that we've expanded to. Yeah, we got a root cellar there for some of the dried meat or smoked meat, but we haven't built the smoker, so we'll build a couple more of those, so that'll double our production. I think we've only got 2 to start with, so we'll see how it goes. We just need more and more and more stone. If a trader comes in, we're good to go. We just need a trader to jump in and buy some or sell some stone to us, so that'll be good. Looks like we had an area here to put down a nice little tree. Is this an oak tree? Looks like a maple. Alright, let's put down some maple trees then. Man, oh man, this game's getting more and more exciting. Pretty soon, we're going to have ourselves some military action in this game as well. Of course, we got ourselves a barracks kind of already ready to go, and we've got defensive towers, and we really just need to make our own weapons and whatnot. Yeah, it's now starting. As we explore more and more, there's more and more wolves. A lot of people are continuously encouraging me to explore and to look for new parts of the city, but of course if we do that, that just means more and more wolf attacks. So yeah, as you see, we're constantly exploring, and yeah, everywhere we look there's just new and new attacks. So in order to try to keep the population growing, I'm trying not to lose people to expanding like that. But one thing we did find out recently though is that bushes can be moved. Like for example, blueberry bushes can be moved to an area for a forager. Only blueberry bushes can be moved. So the forager is beneficial to kind of almost making their own farm or orchard, but you got to make sure that you've only selected blueberries. So, for example, the bog myrtle here is not something we can move, but if we do select a blueberry bush, we can move that. Also, we can't move a hawthorn either, so blueberry bushes are usually found down by the lakes. So if we happen to find one, boom, blueberry bush right there. We can start making a makeshift farm by our forager, or make a new little, I guess we could make ourselves a new little essentially berry farm somewhere, which might be good to build maybe up here by the graveyard. So let's go ahead and start placing those up there, and we'll start finding all the blueberry bushes we can, especially around bodies of water, so like lakes. So yeah, blueberry bush here too, and we can consolidate all that, and that'll be great for when we finally build the preservist, because then that means a lot more berries, easily accessible, can be gathered quickly, and then of course we got a lot of more fruits and such for jam. Wow, a lot more wolves. It's going to be absolutely mandatory to build a tower. We just keep getting stun locked with our expansion. But yeah, if we expand, it lures in the wolves and creates a new problem, so Oh, we've already got a tower here. Oh, it's being built. My bad. They're building the tower. It's just not yet completed. Ooh, I hear attacks. Hold on. Make sure whoever's being attacked doesn't die. Wow, look at all that meat. Yep, the hunters are in good business there. And we're going to have to build ourselves another... Look at that. Just absolutely stun locked. So, yeah. Exploring is definitely a major part of the game, and definitely a lot easier to do in some of the later tiers with more defenses and such. But yeah, that's why we need those towers. Well, looks like there's a little problem with the fish too. This actually sometimes can come down to a load. If you load a save, on occasion the lakes will be glitchy. We've gone over this before with the glitchy lakes and also with the fish being zeroed out. So that's something we'll try to... fix in the future, I suppose. The developer will fix that in the future, but we'll have to kind of work around the fact that sometimes fish are zero, which is a big problem, because imagine just like one of your farm fields just turning off and no way to get it to reactivate or whatnot. So, but in this case, it could be fixed by just reloading the save. Well, it looks like we've gathered, what, like 6 berry bushes so far? We're going to continue to look for those around the shoreline. Boy, look at this. Predator, enemy, villager. Jeez. This is no stop. Now, we could build a wall around the city, but honestly, easier than that, we could just build a small fence. And that'll keep some of the predators out, but still we'll have to kill them. So even if we build a wall and a villager runs inside, I think the animal might attack the gates. We'll still need, defenses at the gate, otherwise they're just going to come in and attack somebody else. We'll have to be careful about that. But I'm hearing a lot of wolves die, so that's good. Wow. Food lost to spoilage, 1 pottery. So you see indications above these buildings thinking that, oh, my food must be going bad quickly, which some things are, but yeah, apparently it affects pots and such too. All right, luckily we'll have our person come over for dealing with the waste soon. And a lot of that stone that we're gathering is going straight to construction projects, so it won't last long. But we are finding some more stone around the mountains and stuff. Not as much as we'd like, but some of it's still here. Same with trees. Let's see if we found anything else we can gather. Just take a quick peek to make sure we didn't miss anything. Ah, there we go. So there's a few stones there. There we go. Some really good deposits. All right, we're in business now. We're in good business now. Okay, let's keep grabbing berry bushes. We can find them. We'll bring them up to the main city. Yeah, this will be great. Eventually, the forager will work full-time in the berry bushes, and then maybe some other surrounding areas, too. Looks like there's other berries to gather nearby. Blueberry bush there. Oh, more blueberry bushes here. Great. We'll make 1 long row of blueberries. Nice. Alright, so what are we up to now? Almost like 10 or so? Great. Oh boy, yeah. Expansion is like, hey, every time you put down a flag to expand, it's like you know that person's going to be immediately attacked. You gotta be careful. Alright, so as soon as somebody comes in, I believe it's the woman from the Iron Claw clan is the one who brings in stone and maybe tools and weapons and iron for us, so that'll be good. Pretty soon we're going to have ourselves a self-sufficient, with all the extra heavy tools which we bought. Which, by the way, another thing we found out is that heavy tools are often required to build buildings such as the mill and the blacksmith. And eventually the heavy tools have a durability on them, so eventually that'll go from 100% and go down to 50 and 20 and whatnot. So it's a good idea to have extra, mini extra, little thingies on standby. We got extra heavy tools on standby. And so that way, if any maintenance is needed, we've got some leftovers or some extras. So purchasing some extra heavy tools when you didn't need them might actually work out to be a good thing, because you never know when you'll need them. All right, continuing to move more and more berry bushes. Wow, that's going to be great. We'll build a forager over there soon. Let's take a look at the population. 33, wonderful. And stone is starting to come in too, but preferably it's zeroed out because it's just going straight into buildings that we need no matter what. We can always pause buildings, and so if we're building buildings that, of course, need more stone, and we don't have a lot of stone, we can just, of course, always pause the building and use it as a blueprint mode. Totally fine. All right, we'll build a forager here, and they'll take care of primarily just those berries there. And every time we explore the map and find more berries, we'll bring them back here. So our berry field will get very big. We'll be expanding that a lot more. That's going to be a lot of berries coming in, so the preservist will be the only way to really take advantage of that massive increasing number. Good. What do we got here? Oh, that's a hawthorn, yeah. And nuts, too, from a hazelnut bush. Okay. Oh, hazelnuts. Very nice. Look at all these buildings we can upgrade. Not yet, though. Not yet. In fact, I think the smallest upgraded building in the game, which is the root cellar, can upgrade with 35. Or rather, 30 bricks. So if we take a look here, we can upgrade the root cellar now, and it'll give us much more longevity on the food, so that'll be a good thing to get shortly. Not yet, though. In fact, I think we need another brick maker, to be honest. We have so much clay, I think we almost want to build like 2 more. And we could also upgrade our sawmill, too. The sawmill is going to be a must-have upgrade. To be able to make so many more planks so effectively. It's going to be awesome. So I think we need 50 bricks for that. Let's build another... Let's build another brick maker first. We'll have more bricks. Then we'll build another saw pit so we can have even more planks. And, yep, there goes our stone. It's going right out again. But hey, it looks like we're finding a lot of it. So that's good. All right, let's build another brick maker here. There we go. And more stone coming in. We'll be all right when we can buy from somebody. That is a highly recommended tactic, by the way. For as long as I've played this now, it is much more preferable to, well, gather all the stone that you can at the very start and then immediately start buying it as quickly as possible. Looks like our storehouse is full, too. To upgrade that, it'll take some bricks. Buildings look so nice. It's all Anno 1800 once you reach, like, Tier 3 and start upgrading a lot of buildings to Tier 2. I think a lot of these buildings unlock at Tier 3 because then you can start making bricks and things, and that's what a lot of them require. So all these upgrades we're going to have to do in due time. More predators, which means more explorers coming back, yeah. And more towers to defend the sides of our town. More stuff getting delivered. We need logs everywhere. We've got them. People are hustling and bustling. Fantastic. Sand here, that'll be great for our glass maker. So we can go ahead and lay that out. We'll put that on pause for now, but we'll at least plop them down. And there's probably a ton of sand there. Yeah, 1800, that's great. Let's build a little road to the, a road to the road. Build a nice little curvy road there. And we'll put this building on pause for now. We'll let some other things get done. It's more about, like, having free hands to do other labor. Oh, boy. Well, there's our saw pit there. We got 2 of those. Barracks needing to go up. Soon enough, we're going to have to get one of those. We got what we need for it, but what we really need is weapons. A barracks is good, but we wouldn't be able to give our people too many weapons at the moment. Once we trade for some weapons, we can build it. And, of course, it'll take a mighty good amount of stone, too. Villagers being attacked left and right in the city. My goodness. Oh, some more fish there in that pond. Interesting, this lake is showing an increase in fish, but the jobs are showing zero, like literally 0 fish. And that's not a winter thing either. You can fish throughout the entirety of the year. Winter doesn't matter. Oh, villager killed. Somebody got tracked down in the south probably, yeah. Alright, those towers got to go up. People just got to deliver those supplies. We got 30 people now doing all the construction, so trying to build a lot of stuff at once. Trying to build our towers to defend our people. Trying to move berry bushes and build the forager in order to feed them throughout the winter months. We're also trying to start on our expansion to the west and continue on mining and such, especially since our mine is now functioning here for iron. With a couple of people down in the mines. I wish the mine would give stone as a byproduct. I hadn't seen that yet. But I think that would be a great thing for the game to do. Hey, look at that, more blueberry bushes. Fantastic. Filling up the whole line. Gotta be another bush around here somewhere. A button bush. Alright, consolidating all those is nice. Another great thing for the higher difficulty start is to find a body of water and grab those blueberry bushes ASAP. And since they mostly are near water, I think you're only going to find those on the lake maps. You could find them in the mountain maps too, but the arid highlands are probably going to never have bodies of water, so you're probably not going to find something like that anytime soon. Now, another way to deal with theft in this game is when we get raided again, we could build a vault. And I may have mentioned before that the vault seems to be not functioning as intended at the moment. The vault will be built, but it's hard to tell whether or not you'll have weapons or money in there. And so the attackers will start attacking other buildings and destroying production buildings. So if we can lure the thieves in order for them to steal our gold and then kill them off as they're leaving, then we can just put them and replace that back into the other storage areas, such as the marketplace or the storehouse where that can be stored. All right, 45 bricks now. Great. Well, the Fletcher needing to make some more arrows. There, they were just delivered. Okay. 25 more planks needed there. I'm kind of not wanting to give more construction projects. There's a lot of stuff we do need to do, but again, building all sorts of things quickly is going to bog down our construction. So I think we're like at maximum what we want to do right now. Don't want to do much more than this at the moment. We're also asking for a bunch of berry bushes to be moved around. That's a busy time for our people. All right, let's hold off and let them kind of have a little bit of time to finish those guard towers, especially. Looks like a trader's coming in. Good. Very good. Herbs and greens. Blueberry bush being moved by our worker there. More stone coming in, just needing to be picked up by the workers. Oh, and of course, there's more of a lake over here, too. Mm-hmm. More hawthorns there. And more herbs over there. More deer over there, too. Great. And another blueberry bush we have yet to move. All right. Well, more trade coming in. If we can trade for stone, that's going to be a massive plus for us. I think maybe a few other people might transfer stone, but I'm not sure. Does this tree keep getting cut down? What's going on? Is that a cursed tree? I asked for that tree to go up a couple of times. Hold on. Let's make sure we do it for good. It's a maple tree. We've ordered it there. We paid 1 gold for it. All right. Now, in the coming episodes, we're going to work on things like, for example, crop rotation and whatnot, so that's going to be important. And we also should start working on our blacksmith now, too. Since we can, actually, we could make a couple of blacksmiths, as it would be a good idea in order to make one for weapons and one for heavy tools and one for regular tools. Keep in mind we can do all 3, so let's build that building there, too. Enemy sighted again. And the trader has arrived. And there it is, Atka of the Iron Claw. Fantastic. Iron ore, heavy tools. Oh, no stone this time, unfortunately. She's not trading that. We do have a few heavy tools now, so we can build a few more of the different blacksmiths and what that we need. We are producing iron ore now. Let's buy a little bit more. Just a little bit, though. Let's buy maybe... Let's buy 100. We'll buy 100 of this and transport it to the town storage. And then we'll go ahead and clear some of our storage by getting rid of a few of the things here. You know what? We can transport... Oh, actually, I want to transport 100 shoes to her. If we can get 100 shoes here and like 50 soap, we can buy so many things from her. Maybe like 200. And we're going to use the bricks to upgrade the trading post so we can store a lot more here too. So the great thing is this will be another storage where we can use these items here, the keep-in stocks, and that way we'll have a lot more room for storage and can actually trade a lot more at any given time. Alright, storage is getting full. Oh, the storehouse can have barrels too. We're going to need a cooper soon. As soon as we get our blacksmith done, we'll build our cooper, so we can kind of start building one building at a time. Looks like there's another trader coming in too. I want to upgrade that storehouse, but we're going to keep it for the trade depot. Alright, we're starting to get things delivered. He'll be here for another couple months. And we'll keep an eye on the other trader too when he comes in. Boy, look at that. So many animal attacks. That's great though, we got our hunters nearby. And the forgers covering that area, fantastic. Second trader's on the way. Alright, we'll upgrade the trading post as soon as these fellas leave. I don't know if it'll lock out the ability to use this building, so we're going to hold off just for a moment. And we have our second trader here. Ah, what do we have? Flour, pottery. Looks like he'll buy soap for 17. She'll buy soap for 17 as well. Okay. We got more trading partners to trade with. Let's trade 30 baskets. We'll buy those for an okay price. 8 is okay. Pelts we'll keep. Sand we'll keep. Clay we'll keep for all of the bricks we need to make. That's about all I'm willing to trade at the moment. She's got the most money, so we'll focus on giving her everything that she is buying right now. Oh, she doesn't have enough to pay. And some of our storage should be more full now. Okay, what can we buy from you? She's not selling weapons. Crude weapons, though. And a few tools. Let's go ahead and buy a few tools to start with. And we'll start making a lot of this at our own blacksmith, but this will give us a little bit of a good start. We got iron ore coming in. And we'll buy back the 400 and whatnot. 401, good. Lots of cash in storage for sure. Well, I was hoping to get stone. But I guess not. I think we'll maybe take a couple crude weapons then. Let's take like maybe 10 to start with. And let's do 15 just in case our people can use them. Those should be stored in the vault. Surprising, not seeing any stone. He's buying for 13. She was buying for 12, so he'll buy for more. Wiping them out, boys. 5,000 gold. My goodness. Oh, yeah. Alright. Okay. Well, I think this is alright for now. We could trade with them the next time, but I think we'll call that good for now for those initial trades. And with one more brick, we can upgrade the trade center, which means bigger and better trades, which is going to be a fantastic thing. Man, look at that. Just predator, 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 predator. From all directions in the city. Those towers are going to be immensely important. Look at that. Now we've got 40 stone. Now we just need people to complete the building projects then. So that's kind of why I was limiting some of the things we were doing. Kind of like how we're going to be doing the forging and the blacksmithing in the same area. And there's our raiders. Oh, boy. Now, another thing we're going to do after we get more of these towers built is, of course, we're going to upgrade these towers to the next tier, which will require a few things we don't yet have. So things like iron and whatnot. So we're going to start making that. The battle begins. A few raiders on their way here. And we will probably build our barracks somewhere along this area too. Maybe we'll move these fishing huts out of the way and build the barracks here. We'll see what we have room for. Hey, a blueberry bush. In the midst of battle, Raptor goofing with his blueberries. I know. Oh, another one. Man, we're getting attacked by predators. Jeez. Yeah. Expand very, very slowly. Maybe one direction at a time. Oh, it looks like some of the raiders are already retreating. That's great. Maybe we should put a security tower out here, too. We'll get a massive buff on protection for building it up so high. Build one there, too. Now, remember, this increases our... or rather, decreases the amount of income we have. These are expensive. Very expensive. And even more expensive when we build the upgraded towers. But, I mean, look at that. It's like an MG42 on D-Day. I mean, just look. You got guys just bailing out before they even get to the... even close to the storehouse. Then you got people getting wiped before they get close to the storehouse. Then everybody's just getting killed. It's a shame we can't take their weapons. 27, 170. One last check. I don't really want to buy clay or anything. I think we're going to keep our cash. We're going to keep all of our cash. Let's build a few more things now. We'll enable that construction. Village was raided. We lost nothing. And 9 raiders were killed and the rest bailed. And leeks are being eaten by those pesky deer again. Well, we'll have to build our... we're being attacked again? Still got the attack notice up. Wait, are we under attack again? Wait, is the second little raiding party coming in? Good luck, dude. Huh. Guess some guys were coming back for a little bit of revenge, but nope, not today, boys. Not today. Alright, let's deal with those pesky deer. I think what we'll have to do is we'll eventually move out here and cut down more of these trees, but for now, I'm going to cut them off by bringing the clay pit on our side. Look at all that clay there. That's going to be good to keep. I think we should build it like this. A lot of land, but when we start getting cattle, that means more territory for grazing. We'll build all the way up there for starters. And look at that, sand and clay again. Great. So more for glass and more for the clay pits. Maybe I'll make the... maybe we'll change the fence and have it go down here back to the pond or something. We can always change our design. Another blueberry bush. Oh, yeah. So many blueberries. This person has been able to gather 132 so far. And not all the bushes are matured yet or have been moved. Okay, let's upgrade the trading post now. And yep, I think we were right to wait. We can interact with it, but only when the traders are actually here. So we wouldn't be able to pre-send stuff there. Oh, another 7 came in and 5 were killed. Wow, we're getting like double rated here. People are coming in. We don't have to pay the maintenance on like walls or the material cost on that. They just come on in, get blasted, and then that's it. I'm happy with that. More wolf dens, of course. Oh boy. All right, next order of business then. Continue to build all the towers. Oh, look at that lookout tower giving us a beautiful line of sight. And finding ways to pay for all this. So now it's upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. So we're going to upgrade the town hall, upgrade our marketplaces. That'll increase their effectiveness in the city. So that'll increase desirability, giving us more large houses and giving us more, hopefully more things to build with and more productivity, more happiness. And that's going to be all a good thing. All right, let's wait a bit for some materials to come in. We'll see if we get some of our buildings done, the blacksmith and the trader. And then we'll see if more traders come in for more stone. Then we can do even more upgrades. Stone's still a little light at 43, so we'll spend it all on security towers and finishing a couple of more major economic buildings like the blacksmith and such. Going good. It's going real good. All right, the glorious city's been popping off here for about, I don't know, a few minutes or so, and looks like we got ourselves the wonderful town hall, trade center upgraded. I honestly think this building should be the town hall. It looks absolutely gorgeous, has the clock tower and everything. But anyway, we finished it. It looks great. It's got a clock tower on it, and originally we thought that it actually kept time for whatever your system time was on your PC. It doesn't. We tried that out in the live stream, but the devs would be genius. It would be a great move to be able to include that in this game, just as a little extra touch, you know, a little extra nod. Anyway, we've upgraded a few things. Here's the first look I see of the shrine in the game. The shrine tier 1 now upgraded to tier 2 with some extra bricks and a few other things. Look really nice, and it's added some wonderful desirability to the town. We can also upgrade the desirability of the markets here, and actually I've noticed that, you know what, actually, we got a guy here selling us bricks. Let's go ahead and buy a few of those. Maybe we can buy a hundo. Actually, you know what, let's buy maybe 200. Sounds like a lot, but honestly, it's one last thing that we have to worry about for time-wise. And we'll still have to get a lot of stone, of course, but we can either wait for a trader on that or try to find some more. Let's go ahead and upgrade a few more of the garden trails then. We're working on desirability now, since we are mostly good for the food sources. The only last thing would be the cattle in order to get milk and cheese, which would kind of actually allow us to have 2 more food sources. And I've also extended the city down here to build a compost at the very southern section of the city, where eventually we'll probably build a wall here and maybe move the gate around a little bit. I've also been moving a lot of the blueberry plants all the way to the north, so the little forager here will have plenty to do, and we'll also make our preservist, which of course will take advantage of the sand from the glass maker as soon as we get around to that. But that's some other time. This is all good for now. We're going to go ahead and continue to grow plants and continue to grow different types of trees and such there, and then also fill up all of the compost too. So we're kind of taking care of a little bit of that at a time as well. Let's take a look at the lake for a quick second. How are we doing there? All right, the lake is doing pretty good, bringing in a lot of good food. Let's take a look at our food supply here. We have 198 meat, 12 fish. Looks like quite a lot smoked. Oh boy! Oh, look at that! 357 berries too. All right, it's also autumn, so we're early autumn, late summer. Apparently, we're grabbing some mushrooms and some hazelnuts and such, and also, of course, some. I think actually the earliest of the fruits are harvestable in September, so it must be, well, it says late summer now. So yeah, I guess some of those can turn early and be harvested a little bit ahead of time. But anyway, now we've got 373 clay, 302 brick, and we need a lot more stone. So we definitely need a lot more stone. A lot more stone. A lot more stone. It's never ending in this game. Honestly, that is probably the thing that you'll need the most of in the game in terms of like the difficulty to acquire. Wood always grows back, so you can always get more planks, you can always get more firewood, and of course the clay, since it's a 1-to-1, if you can harvest 1900 clay, then you can make 1900 bricks. The only thing you need to do is supply it with charcoal for the charcoal kiln, or of course a coal mine. So luckily over here, of course, in our western, Iron Mountain over here, we got plenty of iron coming out, and I think there was some coal nearby. I've noticed that in this game, whenever there seems to be a iron mountain, a mountain with a lot of iron in it, there seems to also be some clay nearby, and also some sand and some coal nearby. So there could be more of that. Looks like there's a lot more iron up in the north. Go ahead and at least mine some of this stone here. Lots of good stone over here. We're going to get attacked by a bear or something, believe you me. Oof. Well, that's a lot of good stone. All right, hopefully we can harvest a lot of that from our temporary shelter there. Honestly, it looks like the temporary shelter needs to be much further away from the town. The townsfolk don't really mind walking that far to their jobs. They're not even bothering with staying at the temporary shelter. I honestly feel like maybe perhaps we should build the temporary shelter even further than this then. Maybe, I don't know, double the size of the town for their full walk. So that should be just fine. A villager stricken with scurvy. We have a pirate in the town. Oh boy. All right. All right, a lot more hawthorns here. I've been also taking an incredible amount of blueberry bushes and moving them up Seems like actually when we harvest blueberry bushes away from the different types of body of water, or at least shorelines, it seems like they grow back again and again. So every couple of years, whenever we move blueberries away from the shoreline, they seem to grow back, and so it's almost like a limitless source for the forager. We still have a few more to move, but look at the amount of berries there. That's crazy. The amount of berries that we're harvesting from just that alone makes the forager probably one of the most powerful buildings in the game. It takes a lot of time to be able to move all those bushes, but honestly, since it only takes one person just a short amount of time to gather over 484 that they gathered last year. Insane. Tom Cruise, thank you so much. Yes, Tom Cruise, of course, from the Last Samurai, giving us a fantastic amount, almost 500 berries. So imagine when we start making the preserves for that. It's a shame we can't use those in the bakery or whatnot and make different types of use of that food right away. And imagine if we could make food that would affect happiness. Of course, having food is one thing, but having great food, like, for example, dough from the bakery and, berries from the forager in order to make pies, be a lot of good stuff for the town, and also in line with what we see in Medieval Dynasty. A great game, too. Well, we're a little bit negative in the cash, but that's okay. We're still waiting for a lot of the desirability to increase, and man, look at that. Fancy as hell. Damn. This game goes from, like, farmer level in Anno 1800 up to, like, what you would expect from the artisan or engineer tier. This game really goes from, like, medieval to 1800, like, within 2 tiers. Like, tier 1 is literally medieval times. Tier 2 is, like, Anno 1800. Like, there's nothing in between. I'm kind of curious to see what some of these other buildings would be like if we upgrade them. Like, for example, the medium garden and small garden. We could delete what's here, and we could also put in some more advanced decorations such as statues, which really do a good job of fitting into those smaller spaces. So, yeah, oh wow, with the amount of iron I purchased from one of the traders recently, that would be a fantastic move for us. We could also upgrade, of course, the... yeah, we should upgrade the markets, too. That'll make us a little bit more cash. So that'll solve our temporary money problem. And then, of course, if we need more housing, which, of course, we do already, we can go ahead and build a few houses. Not even a big deal, really, to build a few houses in this game. Very easy, so we'll go ahead and go with the Tier 1 shelters on either side. A little bit of space between them, which, of course, means that we can put some decoration there. And we don't want to get too close to the compost pile, so we probably will stay at least one housing unit away from the compost pile, build some parks or something like that. And it offers a good buffer zone between the residential area and the services area, which are not always great. We could also build another pub, too, since we are selling some booze and whatnot. Or that we could sell even more booze. Where could we put a pub? I suppose we could put a pub down here. We also have some gardens that we plop down on either side. We could put down some... maybe we could put down some statues. I don't know. We could also move a few of these buildings away. The basket maker looks okay there, but we could also move the forager away. Of course, more and more houses being built means less and less land for foraging. We have, of course, our eggs and berries. We also have our nuts and I think a few herbs and such. Willow is important, too, for the basket maker, so keeping that nearby is always good. But we're all right. We have plenty of cash in the trader, too. Well, we did. Never mind, we did until I purchased all of that. Actually, I purchased a bunch of bricks. So 272 bricks, saving us an astronomical amount of time, especially since we already have 2 brick makers. So, just another word of advice on bricks. Time and time again, I experiment with them, and it honestly seems like 1 clay pit, 1 charcoal kiln or coal mine, and then 2 bricklayers or 2 brickyards is exactly what you want. Nothing more, or nothing less, really. More would be better, though. All right, let's do some more compost. So I have plans to use the cows here in these fields, so we'll go with them a little bit later in that area. If we can go ahead and, I guess, increase the compost of another field, well, that seems to be all of our farm fields for now. So we'll probably have to expand some wheat fields down here, because, of course, that'll make a lot of bread for us. Let's take a look at bread right now. Anyway, we've only got 10 bread, but we do have 168 grain and 40 flour, and so we can make quite a bit more bread, but I think the field rotations are off. So I think what we should do, and what I want to do as a kind of rule of thumb in this game, is to make 4 fields of 5 by 5 times 4. So consider this field here of 5 by 5 times 4. if we were to take this and put them into then almost like a 8x8, or, well, really more like a 4x4. So we would take 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do the same on the other side. Think of like basically 4 windows, logos stacked on top of each other, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. We would then continuously rotate between those crops and allow the cows in order to fertilize those, eat the clover that's on all of the fields for their rotations. So that seems like the best way to A, feed the cows, B, keep the fields fertilized, and C, allow for enough field variety so that way the rotation can constantly provide the different types of food that we need for the tier 3 homes. And yeah, we'll end up with these longer homes here. So A, it's worked so far. Ooh, I did not know this actually. The large house supplies 1 more spot for somebody to live in. That I didn't know. I thought all homes were for population. So that seems to not be the case. Tier 1 and Tier 2 are 4, but Tier 3, the large house, is actually a 5-person home. So every time one of these upgrades, we get 1 more person in the city, which means that rather than expanding, we'll go ahead and start upgrading. And there you go, the marketplace upgraded. Great thing about the marketplace in this game, too, is that everything that you're selling in the marketplace will be shown inside. Yeah, you just saw it pop in there. Go back if you missed it. It's really cool. You'll see all the candles, all the herbs, all the pots, firewood on display. Milk will eventually go here. We've got other things like spices and berries and meat all on display there. Fish, too. So it's really cool. You can actually visibly see, visually, like all the stuff in your market and all the stuff that you're selling. Even if you're out of a good, it'll still kind of be appearing in there. So like, for example, if you're selling bread but you happen to be out at the moment, it'll still show bread there because you have the production chain up. So it might just take a little while to recognize, but that's fine. All right, 84 berries are spoiling. Not too bad. We don't have really too many alerts to worry about here. It's not until we start reaching a population of 200 that we have to start worrying about rats and or having rats at an Applebee's, but that's another story for another day. Look at all those blueberries, man. Great, we still got a lot more bushes to move over there too. So look at this. Even if he's already got 484, that's probably going to be well over 500, probably almost 600 berries from that area there. So that is a hell of a lot of preserves that we can make. So let's see. When we probably make the glassmaker is pure toxicity. And I mean that by saying that the glassmaker itself, look at that. All of the buildings that we've stacked on top of each other there are nothing in comparison to the glassmaker. Like, look at that. This is just ground zero for just horrible, horrible pollution. So wherever you put your glassmaker, you better make damn sure you put it outside of town, even more than like the mines. Like, look at, nobody wants to live near the iron mine, but absolutely positively nobody wants to live near the glassmaker. So if we put that somewhere, it's probably going to have to be up here. It's a pretty good spot for it. We're already, pretty toxic with the bricklayer, but the glassmaker is just nothing even comes close. So we'll probably put that up here, start making preserves somewhere nearby. We could probably start laying that out too. So let's go ahead and also, looks like some of the tier 3 homes want furniture. So that's A, something that'll use the rest of our wood. B, generate cash for all the marketplaces. And then C, we can also probably export a little bit of that's kind of a little side thing. But then also it'll help to get our houses to tier 4. To which the longhouses, let's look back one more time at what they want. So the longhouses want to have an 85, wow, that's crazy, 85 desirability. They want glassware and furniture, and then they also want 12 wood planks to upgrade. But with that, it'll be increased durability, larger happiness bonus from desirability, and additional housing capacity again. So that's good. But our town center needs to be tier 4, which requires 25 of those houses to be large. We need to build a theater, and population needs to be 250. So I'd say the longest of those goals will probably be the population, honestly. It will take a very long time to get that population up. Again, remember, your population is based on your happiness, so even if you have the highest happiness in the game, which we kind of do for now, yeah, 100% right there, which will dwindle with food, but basically babies being born and immigrants will help your population And another big boost will be graduation into your workforce once you've got the school up, which we've had it up for ages now, so that's good. Let's see. Well, we got more stone coming in from the mining areas nearby. Looks like we need a lot more planks, so we could probably upgrade our plank production. Let's take a look at workers. 18, yeah. I would much rather upgrade the sawmill than not right now, so let's go ahead and do that. Going to be needed. So yeah, bricks are okay. Stone is not great, but much better than it was, and planks could be much better with an easy upgrade. We'll go ahead and make this building our secondary backup for now. We don't want to hire too many people. Yeah, 16 is not great, so we'll just kind of wait for more people to come in. So we're stun locked for a while. We want to get the population up to probably about 150. Now let's get up to 163, as it says. Actually, ideally 175. So we can increase our population over 25. That means we got a lot of extra people in order to work at the sawmills. We've got a few extra people to work at the, probably working in the farms. We'll expand upon those. And then of course, we need people to bring sand from the sand pits to the glass maker, and then of course the preservist, which is just a person or two. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Looking absolutely gorgeous. Well, alright, so we got to do a few more upgrades, I think, to desirability. We could plop out a couple of, we could probably build a few, maybe, statues, a couple of statues here and there, maybe some more things for desirability. 65 is what we're going for now. We kind of want to worry about tier 3 stuff already, but some of this is so close that an upgraded building here or there will definitely get us more upgraded homes, which means more tax dollars, baby. Show me the money. And of course, that then means more guards, more trade, and more profitability. One thing that I think we may have discovered today in playing the game is it looks like most of our traders come in during the spring months. So from early to late spring, it looks like you have a trader pretty much every month. It looks like you get about 3 per year. They sometimes overlap. You get boom, 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 and that's it. Would like to see them kind of staggered out a little bit. That'd be kind of nice for a future update or before its release on August 9th, 2022. But, oh well, I guess we're getting nitpicky now. So, good upgrades to the trading depot. Great upgrades to all of the structures in the town and desirability. We're starting to get even more. And we're preparing the expansion for the rest of the town down here in the south, which could mean good territory for our theater. We could actually build the theater here through the park and have a massive boost to desirability all along here. We can get rid of these buildings, maybe move them down to the southern part of the lake. And so we could take all that stuff and turn this all into homes, 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 baby. And then also, of course, a marketplace nearby. We could expand maybe a few more homes closer to the lake in the east side. And then lots of territory here for farming and especially for cows. So we'll probably put a cow barn here-ish somewhere. And then some pastures, and then, of course, building some more farm fields down here. And doing more wheat. We definitely want more bread for the winter months. What are we at now for bread? Probably 0. 88, not too bad. Of course, the nice thing about the grain and flour is that the grain mill can continuously make grain throughout the year into flour, and then flour can continuously be made into bread throughout the year, too. So there's really no stop of the bread supply. It's great. You can have a massive amount of grain turn into a good amount of flour, which turns into a constant supply of bread, and that is a good thing to do. All right, well, we're going on to now year 14 into the game. Actually, year 15 will be coming about soon. We'll see increased raider attacks. We'll see ourselves get a barracks finally up. We now have our blacksmith and our forge working, so of course now we can start making our own weapons and taking care of ourselves a lot more than we were before. So, towers must be the next thing that we do. We have saved up some stone for that, so we can continue to build lookout towers along the wall and continue to stockpile more and more planks. We can build these towers, no problem, in terms of like laying them out, but it'll take a little while till we get those materials. So, and look at that. The heavy tools were just dropped off from the blacksmith for the sawmill, and now the sawmill is getting upgraded more than ever. So 9 bricks delivered. We'll see this building turn into brick. We'll continue to upgrade all of our buildings then, including our lovely little root cellar here. So this will increase the longevity of the food. So let's continue to upgrade, baby. And we'll continue to... wow, look at that. We could even move our root cellar here. Actually, I don't even like where that's facing. There's supposed to be a road there? What the hell? I think there was supposed to be a road, and then we just kind of like didn't do it. However, keeping the root cellar where it is right now is a good thing because, of course, we could build a market nearby, so that would not be a bad thing. And then, of course, we can bury it in direct decorations, and we'll direct all of our water traffic to the south. So the 2 fishing docks and the smokehouse can move out of town. Everything else can kind of stay. The forger actually is in a good spot still because we're not going to build along the coastline. So let's go ahead and upgrade another root cellar. So upgrades. Marketplace is done. Town hall upgraded. Trading center upgraded. Good. Lots of good stuff here. All right, so now we just need to let all the upgrades continue and let nature run its course. Thanks again, guys, for smashing that like button. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for all the crazy gift bombs and just hanging out for more of Farthest Frontier. And I hope you're all enjoying. And I'm very excited to see the game get more improvements, optimization, and things like mini-maps and whatnot improved in not only by the early access release, but hopefully after it comes out. So let me know all the things you'd like to see in the game. Give some helpful feedback for the devs as they watch these videos too, and also they're present in the live streams. We'll have giveaways for this game and many more on the Discord too, so join the Discord and the live stream. Subscribe for free, turn on the notification bell, come hang out, and we'll see you all soon. Thank you very much for your time today, and I hope to see you all next time for more Farthest Frontier. Goodbye, buddy. Take care. Have a great day.